Good morning from Trot HQ. Bushy, a rather chilly one today. First clients just turned up. Well, it was supposed to be quite a clean Tracer 9 GT in for one of our Trot Full Monty valets. Wants to make sure it's properly protected, but apparently it got quite dirty over the last couple of weeks. She is pretty minging. Anyway, he's taking advantage of our £25 off offer this December for a full Monty valet. So we're going to get all this cleaned up, snow foamed, degreased, decommissioned, decorroded, this, debugged. You know what it is. Get it looking like it should. Get all that burnt on tar off that exhaust. Front of this exhaust is pretty hanging. It's going to take some work to try to get that back up. Nevertheless, it's in good hands. I will do a single stage polish on this black. It's not booked in for any paint correcting, but be a shame to not polish up that black. Lovely gloss. So we're going to get it all clean, snow foamed, and get it in the studio, and then we'll crack on with some detailing. Like I said, we're going to take some polishing on the front of that exhaust. He wants all these banjo bolts and everything left, nothing to be painted, which I don't blame him. They're not rusty yet, so we'll get a nice coating of XCP clear coat on all of that. All down the back, all your switch gear, everything is going to get treated with the XCP, making sure to keep it properly protected this winter. Anyway, let's get cracking, get it washed, and then we'll get it in the studio. Okay, Tracer 9 has now been thoroughly washed, decontaminated and degreased. Just been blow drying it for the last 10 minutes, making sure to remove any moisture from the switch gears, etc. The chain has been thoroughly blow dried. I don't like putting chain lube on a wet chain. So next step is to lube that chain up. We use the Silkaline titanium gel. It's a dry lube, goes on. Actually, this time of year when it's really cold, I put it in a little tray of boiling water, so it's nice and thin going on. It's a non-sling chain lube. I always like to put a bit of paper behind it, both sides, so when it's being lubed, the chain lube doesn't go everywhere else. So let's get that lubed up, and then we'll crack on with the next step. Okay, chain is now nicely lubed up inside and out. Next step is I'll lightly sand this center stand. See, it's already got quite a bit of rust on there, so we'll lightly sand that. I'll get the heater out and we'll get some satin black on that just to prevent any further rust and get this looking like new. So we'll get that sanded. Okay, so now she's been thoroughly misted with the XCP clear coat. I've wiped off any excess, but all behind your forks, all your switch gear, even these little mirror brackets, they go rusty. So that's all had a nice misting of the XCP. I'm now thoroughly cleaned the brakes, tires, everything with cleaner, just to make sure there's no misting on any of those products. Next step is a little extra XCP. So we get a little bit on a brush. Your banjo bolts, these are all in pretty good shape on this, so it's obviously has been well looked after. So a nice little brushing on that. That there, just this time of year, I said I don't know what they put on the roads, but they'll eat your bike alive. A bit on the front banjo bolts, pinch bolts on the front. Put a bit on these because they always go rusty. This bike is now ready for the winter ahead. Next step, let's polish up that exhaust. And it wasn't in for any paint correcting, but having a look at this black, it needs a good old paint, bit of paint polish. So we will do a 2-stage polish on these gloss black bits, as well as that windscreen's got a few scratches. So next step, let's mint up that exhaust, and then we'll crack on with some paint correcting. And there you go, this Tracer 9 GT has now been fully trotted. Look at the freaking gloss on that. This had one of our legendary full Monty valets, full snow foam, safe wash, degreased, decontaminated. Everything's been meticulously cleaned, covered with XCP. Look at that exhaust, has managed to come up nice. All the calipers, discs, everything's got a nice little coating of XCP. All the motor, all the exhaust has been polished up. Wheels have been meticulously cleaned. All that old chain lube has all been removed, blow dried, re-lubed back up. All the center stand's been painted. Just did a single stage polish on that windscreen and these black panels just to try to get a nice bit of depth back to it. All done, 3.5 hours. Get yours booked in now. Don't let it get all corroded from this winter. Trot full Monty valet, satisfaction guaranteed. 07966 249 963.